Hello friends, hope you're all doing fine. Welcome back to my series of tutorials on mechanical 3D modeling. In this tutorial video, I'll explain the procedure to create the 3D model of this mechanical component. Then we will generate 2D drawings from these 3D model. So we will start with the 3D modeling part. Then we will create the fabrication drawing of this component by keeping the 3D model, section, elevation and the plan view in a single layout. All these things and more is coming up, so stay tuned. We will start by creating these profiles in the plan view. And you can see that almost all the profiles are circular. So we'll start with circle command. Before you start off, you make sure that 3D modeling interface is selected. I'll start with the circle command and I'll use center radius option. I'll click somewhere over here right at the center of the screen to specify the center point, and I'll give this particular radius of 11. Since the limit is not properly set, you can just zoom in to get a proper magnification. Then you right click and select repeat circle and choose the same center and draw a circle with a radius of 14. Right click again, select a repeat circle, same center and the radius of 17. Right click, repeat circle, and you have to construct this particular circle with a radius of 22.5. So I'll give 22.5. Next I'll create this particular circle. In fact, a portion of the circle is shown in dotted line. That circle has got a radius of 26 units. So again right click, repeat circle, and the radius is 26. Since this circle is used only for the construction purpose, I'll change its color. So select the circle and press Ctrl 1 to get the properties palette, and you change the color to any desired color. I'll give this particular shade. Next, I'll create these two circles which you see over here. In order to locate the center point of the circle, I'll draw a construction line at an angle of 45 degrees with respect to horizontal, which is clear from the geometry of this figure. So I'll click on the line command and I'll choose this as the center of the line. Then I want to draw a line at an angle of 45 degrees. So just click on polar tracking and activate 45, 90, 135 polar tracking angles. Then you just enable it. Then you just pick a point when it reaches to 45 degrees. Okay, this point of intersection is the center of the circle. Now I'll again go to circle command, choose this intersection as a center point, and I'll give a radius of 6 units. Then right click and repeat circle, choose the same center, and I'll give a radius of 2.5 units. Now I'll erase this line since it is no longer required. Next I'll perform this fillet, and this fillet radius is given as 7. So I'll go to fillet command and go to radius option and give a radius of 7 units. Then go to multiple option since you want to perform 2 fillets. Now this is the first object to be filleted, second one, first and the second one. Now you have got the fillet. Once the filleting is done, you can erase the circle since it is used for the construction purpose. Next, I want multiple copies of this circle along the circumference. So go to polar array and select these objects using a standard window and choose this center as a center point of the array. Then go to number of items and give 4 and give an enter. Next, you can close the array. Next, I'll explode this array, okay, because in array, all these objects will remain as a single unit. Now we'll perform trimming. So click on trim and give an enter when you're asked to select the cutting edges, and using a crossing window like this, you can just trim the unwanted portions of the objects. Next, I want to convert all these profiles into a single unit in order to extrude it. So I'll go to modify and choose join and select all these objects. So even if the circles are selected, only these objects which are having perfect end-to-end contact will get selected. Now it's a single object. Next, I'll create one more circle overlapping this particular circle. You will get a better idea of it when we perform extrusion. So let me create a circle there. So I'll go to circle command, choose a center. You can give the same radius, which is 14. Next, I'll generate a southwest isometric view. To switch over to isometric, let me just go to extrude command and I'll select this profile as well as all the 4 circles. And the height of extrusion is given as 3 units. So I'll give 3. Now we have to perform a subtraction to create a hole at the corners. So let me go to subtract command and I'll select this object, then give an enter and select all these 4 circles. Okay, now when you go to shaded representation, you can see the holes. In fact, you have to perform extrusion in 2 stages. This is the first stage and this is the second stage. And let us give the corresponding heights. So I'll go to extrude and this is the first profile and the second profile, and the height of extrusion is, here you can see that it is 3 plus 5.5, which is 8.5. Now I'll perform a subtraction. So I'll go to subtract. From the bigger one, just give an enter and select the smaller one and give an enter. You have performed a subtraction. Now the next level of extrusion and subtraction is to be done. I have created the circle for the purpose of second level of extrusion. Now the height of extrusion is 3 plus 5.5, which is 8.5, plus 3.5, that is 12. Again subtract. Now from the outer, just give an enter and choose the inner. Now let's go for a shaded representation and see the object. Now when you look at the section, you can see that this area is to be removed. For that, give union command and select the entire object. Now you can see that all these objects are converted as a single unit. Now let's take press pull command and just select the inside portion and drag the mouse all the way down and just make a click. Now we have removed that area. Next, we have to perform a fillet all around because we are given a fillet radius of 1.5. So go to fillet command and go to radius option and give a radius of 1.5 and select this edge. Now that edge is highlighted, just give an enter and one more enter. Now we have performed filleting and you have completed the model. Hope you have enjoyed this video. In the next video, I'll show you the procedure to create 2D drawings from this 3D model. That is, we will create fully dimensioned plans, sections and elevations. So until I see you in the next video, bye bye and take care. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you so much for your patience and time.